Hello, this is WTNB's Good Morning Show. This week it's going to be our Happy Thanksgiving show. We've changed it up a little bit and we are shooting live at Toyota dealership of Cleveland, and we've got some great guests coming up from Toyota, and they are going to be talking about their Black Friday deals. They will open at 7 a.m. Friday morning, so you don't want to miss that. They've got wonderful people here at Toyota of Cleveland, and they've got some great things to share with you. Also coming up, we've got the Whoville Christmas Market guest that will be with me. That will be at Tennessee Christian Preparatory School the first weekend of December. And on the show today, we will have Olaf, Elf on a Shelf, and the Grinch, as well as Summer Maynor, and talking about the Whoville Christmas Market. In addition to that, we've got retired Lieutenant Colonel Gerald Hodge Jr. He will be here. He's the executive director of Tennessee Overhill, and they do the tourism for Monroe, McMinn, and Polk counties, and so many things going on there. They've got a Santa train that you can buy tickets for coming up, so you don't want to miss the details of that. And Josiah Vacherez is the director of CASA of Bradley and Polk County. He will join us today on the show, and we've just got so many things coming up. You don't want to miss out. This is our Happy Thanksgiving show, and we are hoping you will have a happy Thanksgiving this week as well. We'll be right back. Good morning and welcome back. This is our Thanksgiving show. Happy Thanksgiving. And I have got some very special guests, as you can see. They are going to be at the Whoville Christmas Market. This is my friend Summer Maynor, and she is one of the special ladies that put this spectacular market on. Last year it was a one-day event. This year it's going to be a two-day event because it was so popular. And you can see we have Olaf, Elf on a Shelf, Summer, and the Grinch. Summer, tell us why they're with us today.
These will all be characters that will be at the market. You can get selfies with the Grinch, Cindy Lou Who, Elf on the Shelf. Olaf will be in our kids' Winter Wonderland Craft Castle. That's where the kids will go in and make different Christmas crafts. And we'll also have a Snow Queen that will be there both days for an hour a day.
Now, it's on TCPS campus, Tennessee Christian Preparatory School, and they transform the upper school into a winter wonderland. It's fascinating.
Oh yes.
They put so much work into this, and like I said, do such a good job. You don't want to miss it for sure. What kind of crafts will you have for the kids?
Well, we have 40 vendors, and we don't allow any informational booths, so it's strictly going to be people that you can come, shop, take home products right there at the market.
Yes, if you do your Christmas shopping last minute even, you don't want to miss this Christmas market because there's so many vendors, so many products to choose from toys to candles to jewelry to everything.
Yes, we have Mountaintop Toy come from Signal Mountain. They bring a huge array of really neat toys. We have several different homemade jewelers like Shotgun Shell Bling. We have really nice woodworking vendors, several little boutique clothing vendors. We have a guy that comes from Lenore City that brings his canjos. That's something you don't want to miss. It's a can made into a banjo, and you can play it. That was a hot item last year.
It was a great Christmas gift, especially for kids or anybody, because they really play.
Oh, yes.
Well, now, and back to Olaf is going to be in the craft area with the kids.
Yes.
And they made Christmas ornaments last year.
Yes, this year there's several different crafts they'll be making. For one, they'll go in and make icing and sugar cookies that they can eat. This room is transformed into a total snow room. It is, it's ceiling to floor is solid white snow room. And then Olaf will be in there with them. They've got like several crafts that they'll be making. One of them's a cute little snowman, so they can take Olaf home with them, but the kids love it.
Yes, and another thing too that is just wonderful, because everything is that day, is breakfast with Santa and Mrs. Claus.
Yes, those tickets pre-sale, and they do sell out, so you'll want to go on Facebook today. We have an online ticket purchase there where you can get your tickets. The kids get to come to breakfast with Santa and Miss Claus. They get a special little pancake breakfast. They get to visit with Santa, and then he actually is going to give them each a small gift. So you go to the breakfast and you come up to the market and shop. go to the Craft Castle. The breakfast is only Saturday, but the market's Saturday and Sunday.
Yes, tell us the hours of the market.
On Saturday, it's 10 to 4, and then on Sunday, it's 1 to 5. But we also have food vendors, so if people want to come and eat after church, then shop, we have all that. We have an ugly sweater contest this year. It's on Sunday at 2, and there are gifts for prizes for who wins that. Another thing we have as far as prizes is all of our vendors donate a door prize. So just for entering the market and for each item that you purchase, you'll get extra entries into the door prizes. So we'll give away over 40 door prizes. And also, Pediatric Dentistry of Chattanooga has donated an Apple Watch for a big door prize. So for coming to the market, you get a chance at winning an Apple Watch.
Nice. Well, it's such a wonderful day, and you know, not just shopping, but just a great event too for the kids.
It's such good family fun.
Yes, yeah, it is. And like I said, they just do a fabulous job. You will be amazed when you walk in and just see that it's Whoville, it's Winter Wonderland, just live so many things. Yes. Live music, because you've got a stage.
We have a very cool stage this year.
Yes.
And we have some really nice entertainers. We have a Monday Night Social coming from Cleveland. I don't know if you've heard them, but they're great. And then we have a Christian artist who, she actually has music that she sells on iTunes and stuff. Her name's Nicole Cooley. She'll be there.
Oh, nice.
So we're excited.
Okay. Now, is the choir going to sing it all?
I'm not sure. We haven't asked them yet. I really didn't want to put that burden on them.
The only reason I ask is because they have been all over Cleveland. Our lower school choir has been everywhere. It's like they're in such demand. They ushered in Santa and Mrs. Claus at the mall Friday, and that was a big event. But they have been everywhere. So I just wanted to ask.
I was holding off because I didn't want to put the burden on them, but we would be interested in that.
Well, it's a special treat to hear those kids sing. They do a wonderful job. And again, don't miss it. December 3rd and 4th. And if you want tickets for Santa and Mrs. Claus, please go on their Facebook. It's the Whoville.
Yeah, it's TCPS Whoville Christmas Market. And the links for all of our events are on there, and it has the links for you to go on and pre-purchase the tickets.
Yes, and they sell out. You were down to what, 70?
Yes.
The other day. So anyway, that was last week. So be sure and get your tickets. Don't miss out. And your kids do get to eat breakfast with Santa and Mrs. Claus. And thank you guys for being with us this morning at the Toyota of Cleveland. We love being here, and you will see them again at the Whoville Christmas Market. Welcome back. This is our Happy Thanksgiving show. We hope you're having a wonderful Thanksgiving week. And I'm here with my friend Kathy and retired Lieutenant Colonel Gerald Hodge Jr. And Kathy, why is the Lieutenant Colonel with us this morning?
Well, I accidentally came upon him. He is a plethora of information about our local counties, and he is the Executive Director of Tennessee Overhill. And Gerald, could you tell us exactly what Tennessee Overhill is?
Tennessee Overhill is a nonprofit that promotes cultural tourism in Polk, Monroe, and McMinn counties. We've been in existence since 1990, and we're celebrating our 27th year next year.
Well, it's fascinating. I'm looking at the visitor's guide, Tennessee Overhill Visitor's Guide, and there is so much information in here about what you can do in this area in McMinn, Monroe, and Polk counties.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about what all is in here.
Well, we have a number of things. You know, what we promote is our natural resources, such as the waterfalls, things like Cherokee and Native American history. We've consolidated that into one spot this last visitor's guide. All of our museums, we have 9 museums in the 3 counties.
Now, see, and who knew that? There's 9 museums in 3 counties.
Right.
And they're beautiful. I was in the Athens Museum. It's lovely. They have a wonderful World War I
They just
exhibit.
started the exhibit last Friday for Sergeant York.
Okay, yes, and the Sweetwater Heritage Museum, Von Orr Heritage Museum.
Sequoia Birthplace Museum, Fort Loudon.
Yes, and then so many things with the Cherokee Heritage. We've got the Cherokee Heritage Museum in Charleston, Tennessee now.
Yes.
And all of this area is just rich with Cherokee Native American history.
That's correct.
And that's in this brochure. So you've just got so many things to see and do in this area. And Okay, why are you here? To encourage people to come to this area and visit?
The job of Tennessee Overhill, we like to promote within the 3 counties and make people aware, but what we do is we market basically east of the Mississippi, up and down the 75 corridor and all the feeder interstates. We're a drive market. People, thousands and thousands of cars go through here every day, going from Florida up into the Midwest.
Yes.
And what we're trying to do is, we're about the halfway point between Tampa and Detroit.
Okay.
So people stop, people spend money, stay in our hotels, eat at our restaurants. They take a couple of days and they go see the local attractions. So that's what we're trying to do, is make people more aware when we market outside the area to get people to come here. You got to remember, Tennessee's number 2 industry is tourism.
Yes.
So it brings in billions of dollars every year.
Right. Well, and we're off the beaten path just a little bit. It's a great place that's off the interstate, with the hills, the mountains, the waterfalls, the rivers. There's just so much to see, especially in these counties. And these are small towns in our area, but the counties are huge, and there's so much to do. Camping.
Yes.
Of course, you can't build a campfire right now. We've got a burn ban. But
travel is our life's blood. Tourism is our life's blood. We have industry in a lot of the counties, but for example, Polk County doesn't have industry. It totally depends on people coming in to visit the Hiwassee River and also the Coy River. The rafting industry is huge for Polk County.
Yes.
In both places, and we depend on that every year for folks to come in and enjoy our natural resources. You can't find this stuff any other place. Folks come in and go south of here, you don't have waterfalls, you don't have mountains. People are coming out of those type areas and they want to see that kind of thing, and it's easy, and it's not hard to access it. They just got to do about a 5-hour drive to get up into our area.
Right. Well, it's a beautiful place to be with the forest and the trees. We've got the Cherokee National Forest right here in our back door. Gerald, what would you tell people who are thinking about vacationing in this area? What would their first step be?
Well, the first step, they can call our 1-800 number and request a packet. We send out about 20,000 packets a year. Folks that are wanting to come to visit, they see our advertising either online or on Facebook, or they see us through a number of national publications that we advertise in.
And what's your Facebook page?
Just type in Tennessee Overhill Heritage Association. It'll bring it up in the search engine. And our number is 1-877-510-5765.
But the most important thing that's coming up, because Santa's coming soon, and Gerald can help us get our families excited about Santa coming. Tell us about this, Gerald.
Well, the Tennessee Overhill, in partnership with Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum, has the Hiwassee River Rail Adventure. We help run the excursion. This year is our first year of being able to have a Santa train. So starting on 26th, the 26th, the 3rd, the 10th is already sold out, the 3 trains for it, and the 17th, there's 3 trains each of those days. One at 12, one at 2, and one at 4. And like I said, the 10th of December is sold out. Santa will be there, Mrs. Claus will be there, Santa's helpers, the kids will be able to, there's going to be stories, there will be Christmas carols. The ride is about 75 minutes long. The kids will get a snack, and there'll be a keepsake that they'll be able to have. So we only have, for the rest of the rides, we have just under 500 tickets left. We had a total number of seats of 1,800, so we've sold a lot of tickets so far. And the 26th is getting close to being sold out right now. That's this coming Saturday.
Yes, and what a great thing to do of the Thanksgiving break. Take a railroad ride with Santa and stories, and just that's a special time. In fact, it's nice for young families to start different traditions, and what a great way to start a tradition right here in our own backyard with Santa and riding on the train. And tell us again the dates.
The 26th, the 3rd, the 10th is sold out, and the 17th of December.
And price point?
I'm sorry?
Price point?
$22 per ticket. That's
Okay.
22 for adult, 22 for children.
Very good. Very good.
Okay, all right. You don't want to miss out. Thank you so much for being with us
Thank you
today.
for having
Kathy,
me.
thank you for bringing him. And
Well, we need to have him come back because he is a wealth of information about our counties, and we need to get excited about what we have at our opportunities in our backyard. So.
yes. If you are willing to come back
I am willing to come
talk
back.
about maybe events going on at the museums or other locations that
Absolutely.
we could help promote and get to our
I tell you what, if
audience.
folks go to Tennessee Overhill, either the Facebook page or the
Mm-hmm.
website, right now, if they'll scroll down like 4 or 5 items, there is a list of Christmas activities
Okay.
for the 3 counties for the next, actually 2 months. So, and there's over 30 events that they can go to in just those, in our 3 counties.
Right, and it's a great thing to do over the holidays.
Absolutely.
And yeah, if you've got extra folks coming in for even Thanksgiving, those things will be available to them. Be able to take them to things that maybe you've never even done. You can experience
Yes.
it all together. So.
And a lot of these events are free. Everybody can get out and enjoy them. You might have to get out and for Christmas parade, you're gonna have to bundle up, but it's a great bonding time for the families.
Right. Well, and don't forget, get your tickets for Santa and a train ride, and $22 a ticket. And thank you again for being here this morning.
No problem.
Happy Thanksgiving. We will be right back. Welcome back to the Good Morning Show. Happy Thanksgiving. This is our Happy Thanksgiving show for this week, and we are here at the beautiful Toyota of Cleveland dealership, and Miss Susan Tubbs is with me. She is the Toyota of Cleveland parts manager, and thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
And she was a little bit nervous coming on. I told her it's just a conversation, but she's going to tell us all the great things and, about Toyota and getting parts for your Toyota, things that you might need for your Toyota.
So we have a inventory of over $250,000 in stock. A lot of people have the misconception that Toyota parts are higher than parts that you can get other places. And Toyota has really come leaps and bounds over the past several years to try to stay super competitive with how they price their parts. So we definitely have what you need at a reasonable price compared to the aftermarket world. We want you to keep your Toyota. We want you to service it here. We want you to buy your parts for the cars here. We have a trained staff and ready to help you whenever you need it.
Yes, well, and you mentioned the trained staff. Can I just say that everyone here is so nice, and we did an event a few months back, and just doing that event here at the dealership was just so much fun. And again, Crystal and Monte, they just do a fabulous job
They
too.
do.
And I haven't met one person here that's mean or rude.
Well, we hope not.
Or you know what? I mean, like in the parts department, service department, everybody is just so nice, accommodating, and friendly.
Well, our goal is we really want you to want to come here. There's so many options nowadays. I, as well as all of my staff, we want to treat you the way that we want to be treated. And so we want you to want to come back here and service your car and buy your parts from us. So
Right. And you did tell me, and I don't know if this is something that you want out there so much, but if you don't have a Toyota and you want your car serviced by a great service department, you can bring your car
you
here.
can. We absolutely have the parts to accommodate any make that's brought in for service. So don't let it not being a Toyota, Scion, Lexus deter you from bringing it here.
Yes. Well, and we've got some things coming up later about their Black Friday deals.
We have some amazing deals going on for Black Friday. Well off of retail price on parts that are in the parts department. We really want you to stop by and see. We have deals going on Friday and Saturday for that, and also Cyber Monday, but you'll have to check out online to see what the deal is going to be for Cyber Monday on Monday.
Oh, how interesting.
Absolutely.
Well, you guys are on the cutting edge. I mean, out there to order things online and for Cyber Monday. I mean, who would have thought car parts?
Yeah.
But again, you do a fabulous job, and you've got a great crew under you.
We do, absolutely. Over 35 years of Toyota training. I've been with Toyota for 12 years myself, and look forward to finishing out my career later down the road with the same make. So a lot of knowledge. Bring us your questions, call us, come by. If there's anything that we can do to try to help you fix the car, or determine what parts you need over the phone without you having to drive down here, that's what we're here for.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and they're good to their customers,
Yes.
always. So, Susan, thank you so much for joining me this morning
Thank
and sharing
you.
with our audience a little bit about Toyota of Cleveland.
Thank you.
We'll be right back. And welcome back. Happy Thanksgiving. This is our Thanksgiving week show, and we're excited to be here at the Toyota of Cleveland dealership, and we have met so many wonderful people. Another great person is Tom Trout. He's the service manager here. Welcome, Tom.
Thank you.
Well, thanks for being with me today on the show. We talked before we came on air why you should bring your Toyota to the dealership to be serviced. And of course, my husband's mindset is, the dealerships charge more because they have larger overhead, and you shouldn't go there, you should go somewhere else. But you have a different story.
We do. We're very competitive with our pricing. Not only factory trained technicians, we have factory parts, the beautiful facility, convenient hours. And we're open now until 4 o'clock on Saturday. But it's how our leaders, our owners, our GM, Monte Bernie, the focus is on customers. And without our customers, we don't have anything. So I think that's what makes us different than everybody else.
Well, and I think what interested me so much was your pricing, or is your pricing, because again, you just have that mindset, to not bring your car to a dealership for that reason. Even though you've got the parts here, and we just talked to Susan Tubbs, and she was talking about the 250,000 parts that you have in stock, and what a great thing that is, that you don't have to wait on Toyota parts.
Right.
But you're telling me that the pricing as far as service is extremely competitive, even with Walmart.
It is. We understand customers are going to shop us. We understand the reputation that most dealers have, and to overcome that, price is part of it. It's not everything, but it is part of it. So, you need to look for our specials, either on our website, email blast. We might have them posted right here in the waiting area, or coupons that we mail out. So, again, it is pricing, it's convenient hours, it's the beautiful facility, plus what you experience when you get here. Free drinks, popcorn, television, Wi-Fi. We try to give our customers what the competition can't, as well as competitive pricing.
Right. Well, and you also have express service.
We do.
And what does that mean?
It's different than just, say, have an oil change done really fast. Our TXM is for the prepaid maintenance. When a car is brand new, Toyota's maintenance is covered for the first 2 years, 25,000 miles. So we have a two-man team that's trained on one rack to get the car in and get it out and do the job right. And this is 6 days a week. And again, on Saturday till 4 o'clock. So we've extended our hours for convenience. And as far as pricing, it's free from the factory. So. Yeah,
well, I have an old Toyota Sequoia.
Okay.
I've actually shown it to Tom it's sitting out in the parking lot right now. 260,000 miles on it, almost, and I know where to bring it now.
Yes, you do.
And you want somebody that is an expert for that automobile to be working on your car.
It's more than just an oil change. You're going to get an oil change, but also you're going to get a free multi-point inspection. So we will look the car over. There's no charge for that, and we may spot something that's either going to need attention now or in the future, and we would present that to you also at that time. So yeah, it's a good deal.
Okay, so we'll tell Brad, my husband Brad,
Please,
next time, we have the oil change, anything, we're coming here.
Please, we'd love to have you.
Well, we enjoy being here at Toyota of Cleveland, and like I said, so many nice people, and Tom's just one of many that we've enjoyed talking to this morning. So thank you for visiting us with us this morning and talking about the service department, and they do a great job.
Very good, thank you.
We'll be right back. And welcome back. Happy Thanksgiving. And you will recognize this guy. He's a regular on our show, on the Good Morning Show, Josiah Vacheress, and he is the director of CASA of Cleveland, Bradley
and Polk counties.
Bradley and Polk counties.
Yeah.
I knew when I said Cleveland it was wrong. I always get it mixed up, but it's so good to have you.
Yeah, it's great to be back.
And again, they do such a great job. I'm so proud of you and what you've done with CASA too since you've been here. And you guys have just come off your advocacy walk.
Yes.
And so give us a little update about that.
Well, we were really fortunate. We had a great walk. We had the only rain that we've had in about 2 or 3 months was right in the middle of the walk. So that was kind of a cool touch. People persevered through it, and we raised right around $9,000 for our kids. So we were really, really happy with the results of the event.
That is fabulous. And again, you guys do so much. Just briefly explain one more time, in case we've got new viewers, what you guys do, what CASA is.
Sure. CASA stands for Court Appointed Special Advocates. We recruit, screen, and train volunteers to serve on the behalf of the kids in our community who are really vulnerable, kids who are abused and neglected and in the court system. Last year we served 179 children. We're going to be right around that number again this year. It speaks to a real need in our community, and we talk about this a lot, but it's an unfortunate conversation, but it needs to be had, that our kids in this community really need a voice. So when a child has a CASA, Court Appointed Special Advocate volunteer, and they're going through the court system, they have someone that's by their side through a lot of that scary stuff. The CASA goes and they'll make recommendations to the judge to make sure that the child's best interests are heard. So it's a really vital role. We've had a great year as far as adding advocates. We're about to swear in 8 more advocates on November 30th, which will bring us to a total of 20 new advocates this year.
That's exciting.
Yeah, very
and you're
exciting.
always looking for more advocates.
Absolutely.
And it's a serious job
yeah.
to have. It's volunteer position, and you just have to have a heart for these kids and just a love for them to help them go through a difficult time in their life.
Yeah, our volunteers, they're not your typical folks. They've really signed up for a role that's very intense, but it's also very rewarding. They get to walk through these times in these children's lives, be a positive force for them, be a mentor for them, be a voice for them. But before they ever even get to do that, they complete a pretty intense training program, around 30 hours. And the training program that our volunteers go through is the same training program that volunteers go through at around 1,000 CASAs around the United States. So it's time tested, and it's proven to be effective, and it prepares our advocates for something that, again, is not your typical volunteer role.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's so important, because you don't just volunteer for something to hold a child's hand. You're actually trained and equipped for their situation.
Yeah, and we're the only organization in the state of Tennessee or in the country that can serve in that role. We're actually specifically noted in a Tennessee statute where we can serve in the same capacity as what's called a guardian ad litem, which is just a representative for the child. But we're the only organization that can do that without actually being an attorney. So we come alongside attorneys in cases, we work with our judges, we work with DCS caseworkers. We're just, I've said it before, but we're a piece of the puzzle in that case. But it's a very unique piece, and it's a great fit.
Right. And thank goodness that CASA is here and is available for these kids. And because it's a tough subject to talk about, and we've talked about it at length on our previous shows. But again, I'm just thankful that you're here and you're kind of leading that charge with the CASA of Bradley and Polk County. And you've got a special event coming up also.
Yeah, we do. We're really, really excited about this one. We've had a new opportunity come up through the generosity of Broad Street United Methodist Church. And you may remember Dr. Keith Appling. He was a pediatrician to a lot of folks in Cleveland growing up.
Yes.
He's actually, his estate, his family has made a very generous gift that's allowed us to update our training center completely. So we're going to be dedicating that training center space to the memory of Dr. Appling on November 29th. And again, we just had 8 volunteers finish up in that new space. So we had a great problem. we were getting to the point where we were in our little office, which we love, and we were having 8-10 volunteers show up, and it was just too packed. It wasn't, we weren't able to really do everything that we needed to do. We didn't have multimedia capability, things of that nature. So we had that space that had already been donated from Broad Street United Methodist Church, but we didn't have the necessary equipment to really lead effective trainings in there yet. So we had a conversation with Miss Suzanne Wood, actually, who's Dr. Appling's daughter, and she kind of came forward and said, hey, we'd really like to see this become a reality for you guys. We want an effective space for our advocates to meet with kids, which is another thing. We were having to have our advocates meet with children and families in our offices, and that's more of an intimidating environment, where now we've been able to cultivate kind of a nice, safe space for everyone to get together. We've also really excited to help bring a program called I Am Ready from Chattanooga. That's a mentorship program for kids who are 14 and up in the foster care system. Okay. And they've been doing great work in Chattanooga for a little while now. They're part of the Partnership for Families, Children, and Adults. But now, because this space has been available, they helped renovate it, and they're coming up to utilize the space for free. As it was given to us for free, we're sharing that space. And so now they're able to come up and provide that program for kids in our area, which is one of the things that we're really excited about, another resource for our kids to prepare them to be successful adults.
Right, absolutely. Yeah. Well, and it's forming those partnerships, I think, and our community seems to do a good job of that also. So for you to partner with a Chattanooga organization, I just think, all of us working together, we just make it a better place.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, United Way sets a great example on that, but we have a really thriving nonprofit community here. Cleveland's a great place to live and work. And a lot of people are very generous here, and there is kind of that community spirit. So we were excited to bring that partner from Chattanooga in, help them to come up here and continue the good work that they've already been doing. We're very excited about the new space. We do that on Tuesday, November 29th. We have our grand opening, chamber ribbon cutting at 10 a.m. And then we have on November 30th swearing in 8 more advocates.
That's so exciting. Oh my goodness. And if you're interested in being an advocate, what does someone need to do? You can contact me directly. You can call our office 423-472-5800, or you can go to www.casabp.org. You'll get a little bit more information there about being an advocate. But as soon as we have an online inquiry form that folks can fill out, and we try to get back with people as quickly as we possibly can, because volunteers are our most valuable resource. Yes, yeah. Well, you can see why I like this guy so much. He does such good work for kids in difficult situations in our community, and you're just a good friend to me and to the show, and thank you for joining us
thanks
this morning
for having me.
on our Thanksgiving show.
Absolutely, we got a lot to be thankful for. Thanks, Wendy.
Yes, we sure do. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the show. This is our Thanksgiving show. Happy Thanksgiving. We're excited to be here once again at Toyota of Cleveland dealership. I've been talking to some of the nicest people this morning, Susan Tubbs and Tom Trout. And now with me, I've got J.R. Willoughby. He's the sales manager here at Toyota of Cleveland, and Joey Abdullah. He's the sales consultant. And they're going to sell me a car. They're going to tell me why I need to buy here at Toyota of Cleveland. Welcome to both of you.
Thank you, Wendy. It's nice to have you here. You know, one of the things here with Toyota of Cleveland is we're about a team. You know, it's not an I. We're all about taking care of the customer. You know, the important thing here is our customer experience. We want to put you first. You know, we want to make sure that you become part of the Toyota of Cleveland family. We don't want to just sell you a car now. We want to sell you, your kids, and your grandkids even in the future, their cars. You know, so customer experience is very important to us here at Toyota of Cleveland.
Right.
You know, and talking about Black Friday, I'm excited. We've got some great things that are going on leading up to the Black Friday events. But on Black Friday, we're going to open at 7 o'clock, guys. 7 o'clock in the morning. We're going to open the sales department.
This could be your first stop, you know, on your way to shopping on Black Friday. Stop here at 7 a.m. and buy your car.
That's what we want. We want you to put us on your list. You know, when you put Target and Best Buy, we want you to put us on that list to stop by here. So the first 6 customers that come out, Wendy, they purchase a car from us, they're getting a 50-inch smart TV. I mean, I asked if I could put my name on there and let my wife buy a car, and of course I can't. But think about that, a smart TV. So you're going to get that, plus you're going to get a $100 American Express gift card. And that's the first 6. And then every customer after that, we're going to still give that American Express gift card to you. To take care of the customers when you come out to purchase from us.
Great incentives just to show up that morning too, and just see this beautiful showroom and the cars that you have available. And you've got a lot of other things going on that day too, Joey. Toys for Tots, for instance. And tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we're really excited to have Toys for Tots here come this Friday. So starting at 9 a.m. on Black Friday, we're going to have the Marines come out in a special vehicle. We don't know yet, but hopefully for the kids and the families, it'll be a great surprise. And so also as a dealership, we'll be donating toys, and if any customers like to as well, something that we really do here at Toyota Cleveland for the community, because selling cars is great, but what you can give back to the community is definitely the most important thing you can do as well. And so we're excited to have Toys for Tots here. We'll be running out for the rest of the month as well. And then also we got a great deal as well, 0%, 0 down, and no payment until 2017. So that's really exciting.
Yes, they told me before we came on air it's 0, 0, 0, and I'm like, what does that mean? And so 0 down, 0%, and no payment till next year.
Yes, ma'am. It's the best deal you can possibly get.
Yes, well, a lot of things going on for Black Friday. And the other nice thing that you do, you guys are so community-minded. I know Monte and Crystal, that the general manager here, they're very community-minded. We've been here for other events, and you give back to our veterans all the time, JR. You mentioned that as well.
So with that, with what Joey, to add to what he said, Wendy, we also have the military rebate program. So if you're prior military, you're in the military now, you're going to get a rebate, a discount, if you come and purchase a car from us. And it's we're building things here at Toyota Cleveland, and we want the community involved. We want the community participation. So that's what we're building. We're building something for the future. And when people hear the name of Toyota Cleveland, they know that we're all about the community.
Right. Yeah. Well, and I know that firsthand. So the Toys for Tots program is another great program you guys are implementing for the kids in this community, and that you focus on. And so the military, you've invited them for Black Friday. And one of the things too about this showroom, it's so nice. They have a great waiting area if you're having your car serviced. They've got popcorn available and drinks and this fabulous coffee machine. So they come in, but there's also a room for kids that I noticed.
Yes.
So you're very family friendly, family oriented. So if you do come to shop Friday morning, your kids do have a place to go and be entertained.
Not only the kids, but people like their pets. I mean, we even have dog treats over in our service department. You bring your pet in, they come right in the showroom with you. So we think about all of that, the small things that matter to the customer experience. Like I said in the beginning, Wendy, that's what we're all about. So
yes. Well, I'm a Toyota driver, loved by Sequoia. It's about time to get a new one. So guess where I'm coming?
Are you coming here on Black Friday, Wendy?
I need to be here on Black Friday, that's for sure,
right.
and to get my husband Brad over here too. So again, thank y'all so much, not only for your great representation of Toyota of Cleveland, but also the things that you do for this community. We appreciate you guys talking to us this morning and just allowing us to be here to talk to you.
Yes, ma'am, and we thank you.
Appreciate you so much, Wendy.
Thank you. All right, we will be right back. We are wrapping things up at Toyota of Cleveland. We've talked to some wonderful guests this morning, and you don't want to miss Toyota of Cleveland's Black Friday deals. 7 a.m. Friday morning, they will be open. And I want to thank all of our guests this morning, Whoville Christmas Market guest, Lieutenant Colonel Gerald Hodge Jr. and Josiah Vacherest, and all of our friends at Toyota of Cleveland. Brad, I have found my Christmas gift, by the way, so you don't have to shop any further. I think I'm looking pretty good in the Land Cruiser. We hope you all have a happy Thanksgiving and a wonderful week with family and friends.